You do a lot of tooltips. Joel Bingham says, you do a lot of tooltips, but I was intrigued as to which tool you find yourself reaching for most, regardless of the nature of the job. Well, it's a pencil. That's without a doubt. It's a pencil. My preferred pencil, the Papermate Sharpwriter #2 in yellow. Papermate, if any of you are watching, please shoot these for me in yellow and white. I would like to have some custom Papermate Sharpwriter #2s, but your customer service people flat out refuse to make them in white. I know there's a whole separate infrastructure to the pens you do for customized businesses and the pens and pencils that you don't. I get that. I totally understand a supply chain and the economics of a supply chain. I'm still asking you, somebody please tell Papermate to make these puppies in white so that I could have some custom ones done that feel like a piece of NASA hardware. The other thing that I use more than almost anything else is a sharp blade. It's a knife blade, whether that's an X-Acto blade or a knife blade or a pair of scissors, a pencil and a blade. If you gave me only those two things, I could still get a lot of work done. Vicky Bly, any relation to Captain Bly? Could be. We don't know. Vicky Bly wants to know, how did the tested crew like the foam safe? Well, you do have to understand that we've almost, like, that's the tested space is mostly empty, right? Like someone comes in about once every week to pick up mail and stuff like that. They have told me that they like it. I hope that they genuinely do. It's kind of like, it's really delightful to see this thing that looks so heavy just hanging from the ceiling. I recognize, I know there was a comment that I'm missing the big stainless steel pins that look like they should close it. You're right. I need to put those in. I didn't have a quick and dirty solution for that when I was making the safe, so I didn't implement it, but I hear you. Tepachi Loco asks, what do you hope people will learn about making in the creative process from watching your one-day builds? That's a wonderful question. What do I think people will learn from the making and creative process? I hope that people learn that the desire to bring something into the world that didn't exist is one of the most important human desires there is. Yeah, we are inventors and we are explorers. And those two terms are two different terms for a similar process of unpacking the universe around us. If I have a mission in life, a project, it is to be a permission slip for people to follow that proclivity down the path, that follow that thing that they can't stop thinking about, down the path to implementation, to execution. And because I have experienced, like, so much good exists in my life because I have done that. And I want other people to share in the same joy of that feeling. So I want to, I state this a lot. My hobbies are useless. Nobody needs more replicas of movie props in the world. Nobody except for me. Well, sure, there are lots of other people that do this, but it's like I'm not a first responder. I'm not a politician. I'm not making the world a substantively better place by making these things here in the cave. But by telling stories about them, I like to think that I am contributing to a cultural discourse that gives validity to the fact that all of our hobbies are weird. They're all weird. Fishing is indispensable. Sorry, fishing is indefensible once you scratch the surface. Really? I'm going to go on and cast a thing and catch a fish and throw it back? What's the point of that? I mean, there's so many better ways to eat than do that. But when you indulge in those hobbies, there's all this other important stuff that goes on. There's all this important meditation and quietude and recalibration, reconstitution. You have to face yourself. Anybody who does any hobby has had to face themselves. It's all of that is what I hope people take away from this. That thing you want to do, whether it's making sweaters or houses or music or poems, do it. Do it. I want to, if I can help you get the impetus to do that, nothing would make me happier. That is a wonderful question. I really dig that. This video was made possible by Tested Channel Membership. Click join below to learn more about our channel membership, a brand new way to support us, interact with us, and to help us make the great content that you love to watch and that we so dearly love to make.